Greetings, beautiful people. My name's Ahuvyah, and I'm the tween programmer here at the Anderson County Library. And today we're going to be talking about growing by the moon phases. So I want my tweens to really understand how the moon phases helps and how we grow food. And it's a technique that's been used for centuries. The Farmer's Almanac actually has a calendar that teaches you the moon phases and goes into the best things to grow. And it'll actually on the calendar you'll just see different parts of the each month. What's good to grow and when you should plant it. So what we're going to do is talk about the moon phases briefly. We have the full moon and we have the new moon. The full moon is when the moon is really bright up in the sky because it's a reflection of the sun. Now during this time, the moon is the furthest away from the sun. So you have the sun, you'll have the earth, and then you'll have the full moon. And the light that you see is not the moon, it's actually a reflection of the sun. Now then, when you can't see the moon in the sky, that's called a new moon. And the new moon is when the moon is in between. It's right in between the earth and the sun. And during that time, the moon is kind of blocking the sun, so you can't really see the light on the earth because it's in between. So when you have the new moon, during the new moon, you don't grow anything because it's dark, and at that point, there's not a strong gravitational pull and everything's kind of dormant. So you don't plant any vegetables. You can prepare and begin to put your calendar together so you'll know when you need to prepare. Now, once you leave the days leading up, once you leave the new moon and you start moving toward what we call the full moon, it's called waxing on. And during waxing on, that's when the light is getting brighter and brighter. And when you get to the first quarter, and the first quarter is right when you leave the new moon, you get to the first quarter, it's really great to grow your leafy vegetables because they don't take as much nutrients, but there's a gravitational pull. And the fact that these vegetables are seasonal. So all your leafy vegetables, your lettuce, your spinach, your kale, your Swiss chard, all of these, your celery, it's really great to start growing these vegetables during the first quarter before you get to the full moon because the gravitational pull is starting to pick up. The brighter it gets, the more the gravitational pull strengthens. So as the sun goes as the moon begins to get brighter and brighter, the gravitational pull increases. So during the first quarter, it's wonderful to plant leafy vegetables. Now, as you go from the first quarter and you're really almost at the full moon, it's really great to grow your tomatoes, your cucumbers, all of those annual vegetables that have a short growing season. You need to grow those during that time because the gravitational pull is really strong and the sap is what's coming up. And those are the nutrients that the plants need, that the vascular system of the plants need to grow. So during that time, you have the salt, the sugars, the waters coming up and really feeding the plant. And it gives it a really strong boost quickly. So that's why it's important to grow those annual vegetables and flowers during this season because they have a shorter lived life. And we want to make sure that they go to harvest and that they're strong. So that's what you do. Now, once you get to the full moon and you're starting to leave the full moon, it's called waning. Because it starts to get darker, the light starts to wane. And during that time, the gravitational pull is not as strong. So during that first phase, once you leave the full moon and you go to the third quarter, it's really good to grow root vegetables and your perennials. Those things that are going to come back are those things that need strong nutrients in the root system, like bulbs and things like that. So during that season, you would plant your bulbs, you'd plant root vegetables so that they would have a lot of nutrients because at that time the gravitational pull is going back down the earth, okay? So, and that's what you would do. So that's what you would plant in between the full moon and the third quarter. And then once you get to the third quarter, going back to the new moon, you begin to take a break again. You just let things relax and just rest. And so that's kind of how the moon phases works. But I do have a download that you can download that it goes deeper into that. And I also have two other download is the actual moon phases. And the books that we have here are Biodynamic Gardening. And this book is very powerful and it actually goes into growing by the moon cycle. And they actually use this as part of their technique when I was studying agriculture. And then we have the Tao of Vegetable Gardening that goes into it and the Weather Bible, the Gardener's Weather Bible. So these are just some resources. We have other resources here that you can also pull. But what's even more exciting is that because a lot of people can't come in, our digital resource, Hoopla, has over 2,000 books on agriculture and gardening. All you need is your library card. You can access Hoopla online, and we have over 2,000 downloadable books dealing with growing. And you can apply any growing style to growing with the moon, okay? So anyway, I'm excited that you all took this time, and we hope to see you all soon. We miss the face-to-face. But anyway, you all have a blessed day. Thank you.